Hello, Divine Sunshiners. Stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascended. Namaste, Namago. Hello, this is Divine Sunshine coming to you with your Friday Quickie for the moment. So I'm going to do it very quickly, checking into the energies. I'm going to check into the divine. This is the Divine Masculine Quickie for Freaky Friday, and it's going to span all the way into the weekend, or whenever you do see this. This is timeless for you. Just to check into the energies, and just something to lighten up too as well. Please join us today on the Playground Experience as we are going on location. Benita, our correspondence, and Kathy D are in Florida for a special like psychic fair, or a fair of all whimsical things that have to do with the spiritual realm. And so you want to make sure that you come and join that. This ought to be really fun. So this is going on with the theme of today being come 7:30 is fun. So come at 7:30 p.m. Central Time, so you can be able to on Divine Unisoul's 11. And so you can be able to partake of this adventure that we're going to take. Okay, let's check into the Divine Masculine energies, and this is going to be quick unless they have something else to say. The Divine Masculine energies is right now moving into the energies in which they are becoming the Magician and the Mirror. Let me look this up, because it's always, I have my own interpretation, but I want to see as well. That's the number 53. So I'm seeing change and getting into alignment as well. Change and getting into alignment. Okay, let's look at number 53 very quickly. See if I get any kind of feels off of it. This card upright represents the culmination of your personal and spiritual power at this time. In the Magician's left hand is the flame of passion and action. So I feel like he's feeling passionate about it. And in the right hand, it is a vortex of water in the light of reflection. So that means to me they're alchemizing right now. This highly beneficial card is telling you that you are the Magician, and within your grasp are the amazing forces of earth and spirit. Okay, I'm gonna stop right there. So what they're doing is now making things move around into the 3D. They're alchemizing things. They're changing things. They're transmuting it and making it higher as well. So this is what's going on. I know I've seen on I got 3 cards that just jumped out my hand. What's this about? Excuse me for 1 second. You see in the back the kids and I, we took a virtual, move it to the side, can you see it? I'll move it this way. Did a virtual right here, virtual field trip to medieval times. Let me see why this looked like somebody slapped it out my hand. Like, this is what you need to do. Okay, so okay, interesting. Can you move my chair so I can come close? Thank you. For it looked like they staying there telling me it was for a door to romance. Interesting. Opening up the magic. Romance is also doesn't have to be about romantic, but also could be about magic as well. Because some of them say I'm tied up emotionally in some things, and I'm kind of like really been sitting pretty for a while there in that emotions, but at the same time it looks like there's a lot of magical things going on, which lets me know that the energy is changing and shifting things. The magic, I don't know why I'm hearing the song, can't you feel the love tonight? Like, to me, it's like a very magical night thing. Sometimes you go out in the night and you feel it, the air and the atmosphere and the stars and all those things, and just in the environment is creating things. Maybe at night they're feeling a little more of the divine feminine energies too, as well as that time. And say a door to personal healing and happiness, because they're healing. The divine masculines are doing some things that are really changing the scope of things. Because I know I even talked to my DM, and the other day I was saying I could truly understand. The song came to me, which was Heather Green, I think that's her name, and the song called He Is. And we had that moment, and when I got off the phone I was like, I could see in that song why they was like, he is my father, my preacher, my teacher, my uh, love maker, my everything like that. Just in that moment, because we were going back and forth about some things, and so at the same time, he was teaching me, kind of schooling me as they call it, on some things, and I was like, I didn't understand why. I keep it private. I don't know, understand why some things. I was asking why, which again, like I said on this channel, my readings also saved my life, and that was the same thing. I had said why, and then I read and I looked at my reading again, and I said, don't ask the question why, and I was doing why. And so then it was interesting to see that. So he was telling me, you're looking at it from the wrong perspective. You're thinking about this way, and it should be another way. So, at that moment, I was like, okay, well, sometimes it irks my nerves when he just be right. Like, why you so smart? I didn't like when you so smart. Then I told myself, I made myself feel good. Say, but that's just you. That is you. That's just you in the male form. I was like, yeah, well then I'm so smart. We're so smart. Yeah, I had to even up the playing field. How you gonna tell me? Like you smarty pants. Right now, the divine masculine energies are feeling happy. I'm thinking they're feeling happy because they feel like there are new horizons coming, feeling blissful and content. I like the word content. I think content is like I'm all right with where I am right now. That blissful. That's true. I heard that. Also, in the blissful is like the possibilities and the opportunities that I'm feeling like to say sunrise, sunset, a new sunrise gives you an opportunity of a new day is a dawning. So there's a newness coming, a new beginning too as well. The divine masculine and their feelings feel very creative, like they are really creating this new opportunity, creating this new them as well. So that's what I'm picking up, that the divine masculines are at that point. It's like, again, it's a vessel. They're understanding they're a vessel, and it's very important to understand what are they holding in that vessel. Okay, and that also, and I think it's a song, a religious song, talking about being that, taking the cracked vessel, and how, again, even in that brokenness, that the vessel still could be used. I remember there used to be a religious I don't know, this preparable that was told about that, and how he still could take those out of those brokenness, still could create something new. It reminds me of, I seen a commercial for a something. They had chipped a vase, and some kind of way the person had took it was like into an Asian thing, like a little small mini garden, and it had like little levels from the brokenness of the thing. So it's, to me, again, it's like taking the brokenness, still they bring it to me, and creating something new, remolding, reshaping, recreating this. And this is where they are reinventing, thank you, themselves too as well. Because right now it seems like in their thinking, they're thinking about, I'm seeing these mountains, and these mountains represent a lot of challenges. They say, I got mountains. I got mountains to climb. I got hills to that. I can tell my voice is not 100% for me to start singing, so I'm not going to go there right now. So you got the mountains. I got hills to climb. Do, 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 do. I had some said that I won't complain. I do feel that a lot of divine masters like that. I'm not going to complain. I used to complain before about this. Why this ain't move? Why this ain't move? Now I'm just like, I'm about the business of doing things. Almost like my shirt say, I hustle differently. Respect it. So again, it's no complaining about where they are. This is purely about being contented, saying, okay, it's like I accept the things that I cannot change, and the things I can change, I do. Okay, and this is where they are here, because I'm seeing here in this water where, in the emotions of the divine masculine, he is feeling as if I see, this is interesting. It's got all this magic here. Magic is being created. Understanding it, to me, this is like a stand in the water for baptism. And also, I see a little booty there. So that booty means, again, understand sometimes you got to turn your back on things and tell them they can kiss your eight where you are. So this is where the divine master here. I'm seeing 10 here. It jumps off the card here, which lets me know they're ready to begin. end and begin again. Okay, what are they thinking about currently about the connection? Clear. Okay, I'm seeing here with the connection is the divine masculine and divine feminine. There is a equalness, equilibrium ness. I know I'm reinventing the word, in which, to me, understand that goes back to me about those roles. The divine's role right now is to pay attention to what's happening on the earth in the 3D. The divine masculine's energies now is to be able to do and keep in touch with spiritual, which is again how he can be creating this magic, the alchemy. Divine feminine energies is about manifesting in the physical, how to be able to change and master in the 3D. The divine masculine right now in a connection is mastering in the spiritual. To me, it's a flip flop, and it's really truly creating this infinity sign to me of that exchange of energies, and I throw it back in this way, and that flow, that ebb and flow of the energies. This is the way it's at. I see 7 in spiritual completion. He's now understanding the divine masculine, that this is how this relationship, in order for it to be successful and really truly be divine, there's got to be this evenness of the flow of the chi, as they're saying, the energy of the divine feminine and the divine masculine. And each person has a role or a position in which they have to place themselves to say, okay, that is where you are. Okay, so this is where I'm seeing here, understanding, but we're still staying connected. So this is truly the infinity, to the infinity and beyond, as Buzz Lightyear says. So the heart of the matter is what? What is the heart of the matter right now for clear the divine masculine energies? The heart of the matter is what? Getting to know each other, getting to know not only the divine feminine, divine masculine in the 3D and the outside the material, but getting to know the divine feminine, divine masculine energies within. Again, how they balance each other, how you act and have your being. The divine masculine, how it has been guarded up until now, how the divine feminine has been open at the same time, but still dealing with some childhood wounds here. This is what I'm seeing here. Or things that have happened in the past, or maybe some immaturity or some undevelopment that's going on with the divine feminine as well, that she's got to work on as far as her feminine. It's interesting. I replayed back my own video and had seen me saying defining the feminine instead of saying divine. And this is where we are is in the divine feminine is define. What's the meaning? What is the equation? What is the formula to being a feminine and redefining it? Okay, and that's interesting. And so right now in that, I clarify that with the understanding that getting to know each other, having that understanding, a deeply understanding, because even with myself and dealing with the DM, I had to retrain myself to say, okay, now really he did X, Y, and Z, but where is it resonating in my heart? How is that reading out his actions in my heart space about what's going on with the divine masculine? And this is what we have to do as divine feminines. I think a lot of times we don't have that connect. That's not only with our persons, that's even with ourselves. How do we have? I think sometimes that's the spiritual thing, but I think right now the biggest hurdle is again about things that have been done to us in the 3D and how it's also affecting us spiritually. This is where we are, because right now once you get that together, you're going to truly understand that you are truly blessed. You're going to truly feel that you are truly blessed right now. Some of the things that you're battling with, clear the divine masculine energies right now in the 3D is the following: victimized. Divine masculine has got to, it seemed like I heard somebody else talk about that victim role. Some of them are, I'm feeling Les Brown. Some of you all are, the divine masculines are either walking from that energies of being victimized or walking to it, either dealing with it walking away and you've already dealt with it and say I'm no victim no more, or things have occurred to you now to make you say, you know what, I got to do some introspection of that feeling about me feeling victimized. Okay, so this is where you are. I'm seeing here putting the sword down. Right, maybe you have fought the battle or you're about to fight the battle. So this is where you are in the 3D here, okay, as far as in the connection. For the divine masculine energies here too as well, your soul's journey. Let's get into some solutions real quick as we wrap it up. As I'm shuffling the cards, please remember to, again, this one is really it. This is divine, the one that fell on the floor. Please remember about our 4-4 event that's happening. It's $25. We got a lot of good speakers that are coming in. Coming in for us. We have the Saint Germain, Saint Germain Starseed Soul Sisters. That's Kathy and Jennifer. They have a very successful Facebook group as well, and do Facebook lives daily as well. And they're going to come talk about the light and the positive and the negative, and how you'd be able to use those energies to create union or harmony in the connection. We have also Benita from Wave of a Beautiful Warrior. She's going to also talk about the how you could be able to structure your the new age family that's coming in. Also, we have Kathy D, of course. We got April Williams. We have Coach Michelle Nome. She's going to be on as well. She's going to talk about building trust in relationships. We have Patricia McNeely that's going to come in, and she's going to also tell us about how we can make the connections with our twin flame body with our persons. And then also we'll have yoga, because this is our virtual playground retreat. It's going to be a 4-4. It starts at 2 p.m. Central Time, just $25. You get all of that great stuff that's happening, bonuses. We'll have also you'll get a workbook for free. And you'll get also a meditation from April Williams video that she's going to help you with. And then also Kathy D has a journaling activity too as well, so that you'll get all of that value, $150, but you're getting it for free. And so we're also going to raffle off our special services that we have. I'm giving my transformational program as well, that we're going to raffle that off. That one is valued for $70. Then also Kathy D is going to do her past regression hypnosis too. We're going to raffle that off. You get that for free too as well. And then April Williams is going to do do one too as well. I believe it's a body something body clearing, or it could be ancestral altar too as well. That's going to be, and all that stuff all together is a good $300 that we are going to give free away from you of our services as well. And we got a lot of good discounts and things of that. So when you get on there, that's something that you need to snatch up and take advantage of as well. So we got a good one. We have other series that's coming behind that too as well. We have different speakers each time, or we might invite some others to come back again if they have another topic that they want to. So I'm very excited about this. This is a new adventure spirit here given to me, and I really, like I said, my goal is to give you the keys to the union. I'm finding speakers and people that want to come and share with you all about topics that I feel that you probably would need at this moment, to make sure that this is the most divine year, and you're starting off on the good foot, as one of the dreams are given to me as well. So okay, now next thing, when we're talking about grief here is to understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate something. Okay, this did not fall on the floor. The other one did. So this one is, again, I think a lot with the divine masculine are in the process of grieving things. They're now seeing some things are now coming towards an end on things, and this may be This is something, again, in order to begin something, you got to end something. We have to remember that. That's how it goes. That's the balance of things in the universe. With that, you got to create that void. You got to create that vacuum. And the divine masculine, I feel with them, are at the point that they're saying, yeah, we understand that that's something that we have to do, especially when we want this great love. We understand that now. Said before, they're saying we were kind of childish. We understand now we got to put our childish ways again. And some of us was wanting the cake and eat it too. I'm hearing them saying, and so we understand that now when it comes to wanting this thing called love, like they say, someone said, now we understand that we're worthy of it. We weren't worthy of it. We're not worthy, like Wayne's World said, and we're now feeling that we are worthy of having this great love. And so that's another thing that, which pretty much kind of held them, the divine masculines, back as well, because that's, again, this is the one that fell on the floor, and this is really divine truth here, which is, again, doubt. I release the need to know all the answers. So that's the same thing like we had said about why collectively, because we figure that with the divine masculine energies, and especially if they are in male bodies, a lot of times it's like, hey, I got to know. And really much the masculine energies, just in general, period, are very analytical. They got to see it, they got to feel it, they got to touch it to know that it's real. And sometimes it's not about that. I get my DM saying, sometimes it's not about that. He always has told me that the spiritual is more tangible, more real than it is this out here in the physical, which is true. And this is what we got to learn how to release, because when you start doubting things, you start getting into ego, and when ego gets to place, that's when the train really gets off the rails and the track. So this is something that we have to really get into, understanding that grieving process that must happen, which is, again, releasing that doubt about what's going on, and trying to be able, I'm hearing the song, what's going on, what's going on, what's going on. So, sometimes, you ask those questions, mother, why there's so many people dying, and things that's going on in the outside into the world that may be kind of changes your perspective on things. And I know that even with myself, some things have happened and made me start kind of questioning about what's going on as well. But we can't not let the fear, false evidence appearing real, pretty much take the basis of what we think is going to happen in the future, in that past. I think a lot of times, I know with the divine masculine energies, I felt that intuitively, that the divine masculine were really caught up in the past, the what is, what happened, but last time I tried, this didn't happen. And I think now, right now, there are some divine masculines that are really feeling like, hey, there's a change. I know even when I talk to my divine masculine, there's a change in him. It's more of an openness to him, and I think he feels that vibration from me too as well. It's a little bit more openness, a little bit more laid back, more relaxed when we have those interactions with each other. It's not no ooh like I want. It's like, hey, it's gonna happen. Let me enjoy the now. Let me enjoy us just being. This is where we are. So the divine, this is the ending. This is Whispers of Love deck, and this is the message that the divine feminine wants to give to the divine masculine. So if you are divine masculine energies right now, this is your message that your divine feminine wants to say about hearing what happened in this message. Totally right here. Okay, I want this right here. If a chime is divine, okay. Looks like I'm going to have to do the divine feminine later. I'll do that one later because I want to send this out. Okay, all right then. So now, let's see what's the message that divine feminine has for you. She says the following: embrace your emotions. Don't push down your feelings or judge your emotions. That's the advice that the divine feminine is telling you. That sounds good. She says, like attracts like. If you are longing for more love in your life, you need to be more loving. Okay? So say love, the divine feminine say work on that love department there. Okay? I hear say, easy boy, don't be so quick. I know you're creating the magic, but remember that if you're creating the magic, you got to be the magic. You got to be the love to be able to attract the love, because it doesn't matter about how much you put in there, because you might find yourself attracting more of yourself than less of. I think my divine master said, well, more money, more problems. Well, okay, why is that? Because you attracted more of yourself. You wasn't too right with managing the money in the first place. So when the situation comes where you get more money, you're going to attract some more problems because it's already knowing that you are not in that mindset to be able to handle that, okay? So ask for help. This is what divine feminine is telling divine masculine energies. Ask for help. What is it you really need help with? Be willing to allow yourself the support you need. I feel like a lot of divine feminine saying, I can see a male talking about, I got this. They hard headed. They don't want to listen to anybody because they always think that they know. I think about April Williams saying about sometimes in male energies, the male, not the divine male, but the male energies, they have a tendency to not listen to females because they only listen to like a male voice. That's how they're trained until the male gives permission. If I remember correctly, if she'll correct it down at the bottom, gives permission for the male to listen and to hear what other people are saying, whether they're female or whatever, then he's not going to turn on to be able to listen to that. A lot of times the divine masculine energies, I've heard that across the board when they're doing readings. A lot of divine masculines do not listen to authority. They buck authority, well, especially in their ego. They not, because they don't want to hear anybody say anything different. They don't want to hear anybody criticize them. They don't want to hear anything else, okay? So a lot of times that's why the divine feminine is saying, those of you all that that's dealing with that ego, that semi-borderline narcissism that's happening in the divine masculine, they're saying, again, ask for help. Don't act like you know everything. Don't stay in the situation if you need some help or some guidance. Ask for it. Be open to that as well. I know I heard somebody said that sometimes the divine masculines, some of the divine masculines are listening to, thank you, to it. That might be in divine marriage. Are listening to astrology. Are listening to other things too as well to try to help them to get the answers to what's going on. So don't be surprised if your divine masculines are now researching and looking to that. And she wants you on. This is a beautiful note to end on right here. She wants you to know that you are limitless. Okay. It's beautiful. It's got the swans and the unicorn here. And she say, recognize this truth. You can do anything you choose to do. And while you being in the magician modes, know that divine masculine, you are limitless. You can do anything that you choose to do. And I will end on that note. Please make sure you go over to divineunisouls11.co. Go purchase your ticket for $25. Again, you got pretty much, I was counting up the hours. I said, how many hours these people got? You got 4 hours of good, concentrated from experts in the twin flame field, and that's going to help you to be able to go level up into the next level, because that's why the event is called Ground Zero, starting from zero and then moving and leveling up to the next level. Okay? All right, then. Until next time, stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascended. Namaste. Namago. And I'll be talking to you real soon, and I'll see you on the playground at 7:30 p.m. tonight, Central. All right.